From Bainbridge Island to the Villages,
Pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports in America.
Buckeye to Abbotsford,
Time out, baby, yeah! Woo!
St. George to Rochester, and all points in between.
If you've heard of pickleball or you already play it, then you know.
This is the Pickleball Show.
Hello, my name's Wayne Megley, pickleball lover, and here's the host of the Pickleball Show, Chris Allen.
Thank you, Wayne, and welcome to the show dedicated to helping you play better pickleball. Live from the PBX Club studios in Asheville, North Carolina, I am your host, Chris Allen, and joining me today from Third Shot Sports in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada, it's Mark Renison. Hey, Mark.
Hi, Chris. Always a pleasure to be here.
We are continuing our conversation today with National Open Women's Doubles Champion, Gigi LeMaster. And this next one comes in and it says, Gigi, do you make any changes or adjustments to your overall strategy when you have to come up through the loser's bracket like you had to at this past Nationals? Thank you, Gail, for that. Gigi, what about that? Any way that you play differently if you find yourself having to go through the loser's bracket before you make it all the way to the top like you did?
Yes, hi, Gail. Yes, definitely. I did, and I do always reevaluate my shots and my strategy. So in this case, we lost, I believe, that match in a close 3-gamer. And I noticed that I was a little bit rushed, pulling the trigger too fast, going for shots that were just not quite there. It was a little bit windier than in the gold medal match. So when we faced them again, I knew I needed to keep my dinks just a little bit closer to the net. They love to hit hard, so I wasn't giving them too many angles. So they continuously had to step into the shots, reach for the ball more instead of giving them time and room to step back and drive the ball. Of course, I need a lot more patience as well, which is really my strength, sometimes my weakness as well. I seem to be in the zone when I'm thinking and moving those players so that I forget that I could have pulled the trigger maybe a little bit sooner, but that is just, I truly enjoy the game so much. But yeah, I definitely made quite a few adjustments from that first game we lost.
We have another question here from Larry. Larry asks, in a sentence or two, Gigi, please explain the winning soft game. He says, I find many players think it means to hit or just hit the ball soft and a bit high over the net with no purpose. In a nutshell, what is it about playing the soft game properly that wins matches? Good question, Larry. Thank you for that. What do you think about that, Gigi?
Yeah, thank you for that question, Larry. I compare it to a chess game. The dinking game, it's all about moving the pieces around. So you push them to the outside, you put the ball a little bit more to the middle, they have to come, they're out of position. As soon as you move a player out of their position by, I would say, more than 6 inches, you have accomplished the goal. It's a game of inches, I always say. So definitely we want to move the players so they start reaching for the ball. Once they start reaching, they will lift the ball more and you will have an opportunity to put the ball away. That is my ultimate goal when I dink. People think, as he says, Larry, just to hit the ball soft. No, it's definitely, it's a chess game. You want to move the pieces.
You're too young to probably remember the mystery caller television show. What was that called? What's My Line? Where somebody would come in blindfolded and they would have to ask a bunch of questions. But we have a mystery caller on here calling from Portland, Oregon, I believe. Caller, are you there?
I am here. I hope you can hear me.
We can hear you great. And this probably doesn't need to remain a mystery for too long. This is none other than Gigi's partner in the Nationals. This is Gigi's co-champion, the one and only Sarah Ansberry. Sarah, thank you for joining us today on the Pickleball Show.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Hey Gigi, how's it going?
Pretty good, Sarah. How are you?
I am doing okay. I'm here with Lynn and we just did some dinking this morning around, just finishing up actually.
Oh, great. Hey, happy Valentine's Day to you guys.
Well, the main reason they had me call is anniversary, and we really wanted to say happy anniversary to you and John from my family to yours. Congratulations on making it 25 years.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Sarah.
To show the dedication and the persistence that it takes to become a national champion, this is part of it, because a few weeks ago I contacted Gigi about recording today, and you may be listening to this weeks later, but we're recording this on Valentine's Day. And Gigi said, well, that is my 25th wedding anniversary, but yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So that's the kind of dedication and perseverance you need to stand at the top of the podium and have that gold medal around your neck.
Chris, it does help when you have Sarah next to you, so.
Well, it's pretty nice. I'd say that neither of us could do it without our significant others. John is always there to support, and they make it happen and make it easy for us to be on the court, and it's not so bad having Gigi next to me.
Now, one thing I was wondering about, with Gigi being in Arizona and then you're up in Portland, Oregon, Sarah, how do you, I guess, maintain a chemistry when you can't partner up and play, every week or every month even? How do you keep that chemistry between the two of you at such a high level?
For me, it's every time I get on the court with Gigi, I feel comfortable, which is really what I want in a partner, where I'm on the court and no matter how long it's been since we've played together, I know that I can rely on Gigi next to me. I know that she knows how to calm me down, and she also knows how to get me going. It has just so much to do with picking the right partner, and when we've been able to get down there, we get on the courts as much as possible. But I think when it comes to me and Gigi, it's the support that we give each other it gives me so much confidence, and that's what I need to win on the court.
What is the next tournament that you two are going to partner up for?
I think it's Canadian Nationals. Is that right, Gigi?
Yes, it is.
Oh, you're headed up to Mark Rennison's neck of the woods, huh?
Yeah.
We're happy to have them, yeah.
Did I hear that the two of you are going to put on some sort of a clinic when you're up there?
Yeah, it's the week before, right near Kelowna, me and Gigi on the court for about 5 days, and it's going to be at this beautiful resort, and it's the first time Gigi and I are going to do a clinic together, and I'm super excited. They asked me about it, and I just said, let's do it together, and I'm really excited to do it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, that sounds like it. Mark, jump in here. If you have any questions for Sarah, go right ahead.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Mark. How's it going?
It's going great, thanks. I'm interested a little bit, I know, speaking of coaching, so both of you are doing a fair bit of coaching. I'm interested to know, to what extent do you rely on your background as a tennis coach in the pickleball coaching that you're doing?
I rely a lot in a sense that I've done a lot of training and certification in how to talk to people and how to coach people and different styles of play and, the psychology behind it. There are a lot of things that are easy to transition from tennis. I've been coaching for a long time, and I really think a lot of coaching has to do with being able to break down problems and find solutions and being able to work with different kinds of people. I've worked with kids for a long time. I've worked with college level players. I've worked with pro level players. And it's with that type of just being able to explain and talk on the court, it's super easy to use my pickleball skills and just kind of connect those things together.
I agree with Sarah. When people come to us, it's probably not to become a 5-0 player. Mostly they've already established, how they hit the ball. So it's more we add to, strategy, position on the court, talking to your partners. Obviously, I did not come from a tennis background, so I cannot really teach them a proper technique as to how to. I can, not that I do it myself, but I definitely don't suggest that people would go that way. But yeah, mostly it's people. They have a skill at 3.5. They want to get to that next level, and mostly it's just a little adjustments to their strategy. Their position on the court, on court awareness. Talking to their partners, all these different things.
Let's go to a question from the audience here. Let's go to Keith James right now. Keith, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Hey, Keith, welcome to the Pickleball Show. You are on with National Women's Open Doubles champions, both Gigi LeMaster and Sarah Ansberry. You pretty much are talking to the cover of the inaugural Pickleball magazine here.
I am.
Keith, what's your question?
My question's about mixed doubles. When I first started playing 3.5 years ago, I noticed that the mixed doubles, especially at the higher levels, were dominated by the guys bullying their way in and kind of taking balls away from the women. And having watched for now the last 3 years, it seems like more and more the exchanges are between the women, especially at the dinking line, and the guys are just kind of waiting to get in. It seems like more and more it's women-to-women exchanges rather than the guys taking over. Have you seen that same change, and why the shift?
I believe that, yes, it's true, but there's some misperception to that. We do handle pretty much 80 or 90% of the balls, and it's very hard for the guys to just stand there and wait. So they tend to kind of slide over a little bit, put a little more pressure, on the other team. And so it gives the perception that, they come and steal our balls. But you want your partner not to be cold, because they will get that one shot and they have to stand there for 20 minutes sometimes, or, 15 minutes without getting a shot. So you want them to get in that game. You want them to come over and not necessarily help you out, but just so they can come and get a ball and not be as cold.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Gigi. We get 80-90% of the balls. It's our job. I mean, whenever I know whenever Gigi and I play mixed against each other, it's a really, really long dinking battle. And with my mixed doubles partner, we try strategies that make it so that my opponents will hit to them, or it's easier for them to jump in and poach. So my job is to find a way to make it an easy setup so that it's not difficult when the ball does come to them. It's a surprise or anything like that. But, it's something that we work on together as a mixed team to try to get an easier ball to attack and finish the point.
Sometimes it does get kind of boring to watch mixed, because that mixed doubles is going to be nothing but they should just rename it Hit to the Girl Day.
I call it women's singles with a men's assist.
Yeah, my perception was, maybe it's not wrong, but my perception used to be the other way around.
Yes, and I believe that is true. In the day when Tim Nelson, would tell his female partners to stand on the sidelines and just go for it playing singles. And hats off to him that he could actually get away with it. But now women are just so much better at keeping, the guy honest, keeping him not coming over too much, burning him if he does. So that's one of the reasons I believe that you're seeing that change in the game, is that the women have become so much stronger. So the guy cannot really take over anymore.
Yeah.
That's good.
Keith, where are you calling from today?
Gig Harbor, Washington.
Well, so good to have you on.
Could I ask one more question of Gigi?
Go ahead, Keith.
Yeah, Gigi, you're known as the Dink Master.
Queen of the Dink. Queen of the Dink, yes. Thank you, Wayne.
What is your judgment call as to when to accelerate the ball?
Well, if you know my game, never.
That's when I jump in.
So really, you don't like to wrist flip it and make it go a little faster?
Well, yes, once in a while, and I use a little bit more pace on my dink. I just feel like my role as a setter is so strong that I have no ego getting in the way of having Sarah come over, and once I set that ball, for her to say, all right, I'm here, boom, put it away. So, no, I don't feel like I need to speed it up. If the ball is there, if I can put it away, I will put it away. But otherwise, no, I never feel the need to speed up the game.
Do you ever tag your opponents?
Oh, you ever tag them on purpose? Is that what your question was, Keith?
Yes, yeah. I have. I've done the dink slap shot numerous times, and I do once in a while, but I hide my shots a little bit more than other people. So it's all the same, coming from a dink, I can either slap shot a little bit, but I do not want to hit anybody on purpose. When I see their paddle, either in the backhand position or in the forehand, I might try to tag, go to the left shoulder so they get taken by surprise. But I definitely never want to go for somebody's body on purpose.
Well, I must admit, I've nailed some of my buddies in the sternum many times on purpose, and they've done the same to me.
It's all fair on the pickleball court. Now, we were talking a lot about strategy and a lot about technique. Let's talk real quick about equipment, since we have two national champions right here. Any new equipment that's coming out that you're looking forward to? What's in your bag, in your gear bag, that you wouldn't want to go to the courts without? Start with you, Sarah. Is there anything that you absolutely must have before you hit the pickleball courts?
Well, my paddle of choice is currently the Magnum XP. I played at Nationals with that, and I am in love with this paddle. It's been out for a few months, and I just love it. I'm super excited about playing with it. But I also, in my bag, have the new Black Diamond series. They're both Pro Lights. Gigi and I both play with Pro Lights. the feel and the softness of this paddle is just phenomenal. You just get so much out of it. And so I'm really excited to see the series of that. So those are my two go-tos right now. And I've got a couple of those in my bag at all times pretty much, so I can kind of let my friends borrow too if they need.
What about you, Gigi? Anything in your bag that you absolutely must have? If you forget it, you're going to have to get back in the car and go back home and grab it?
Yes. I would have had one more paddle. Right, Sarah?
That's where I got my first XP, was from Gigi.
Definitely my Pro Light Blaster. I just love the weight distribution and the feel of the paddle. It gives me a good touch for my soft game and just enough pop, to put the ball away when the opportunity arises. But definitely a couple of my Pro Light Blasters.
Well, in talking about paddles, too, we're going to launch a quick poll here for the audience, and I want to know what kind of weight everybody prefers. So we're going to launch a poll here, and the question is, or actually you complete this sentence, I like a paddle that weighs, and your choices are 7.3 ounces or under, 7.3 to 7.8 ounces, or C, 7.8 ounces or over. We'll see what our audience likes here. Now, what you mentioned that the Black Diamond, did you say it was, Sarah, was the new paddle?
They had some demos at Nationals, and they're just coming out. They did some pre-orders, and they're coming out with a whole series of this. And, I'm kind of a tech geek. I really love equipment. I love to see how things are made and the different ways that paddles hit. I love demoing paddles, and I'm really excited for how different these paddles feel than any paddle I've tried. It's unbelievable. It really feels so soft. They're starting to distribute them now. I'm not sure if you can even actually get them on the website yet, but I'm actually taking them to, I'm playing some mixed doubles with a couple of, pretty good guys, Wes Gabrielson and Brian Ashworth this afternoon. And both of them are going to demo that paddle. And so I'm bringing them to try, and, it's super exciting. It's going to be a really nice line that comes out.
Do you have a certain weight range that you like your paddles to be in?
I kind of towards, between 7.5 and a little over 8 ounces. But to me, it's really about the distribution of the paddle. It's not necessarily I need a bunch of weight on the perimeter. I know some people really like perimeter weighting, and they'll add it on the outside. Right. It really depends on the paddle and what I'm looking for. The XP that I play with is around 7.6, but the way it's distributed, I get the pop that I want from my volleys and my attack shots, but I also get the feel and the softness of my dinks. But the Black Diamond is 8 ounces, so it really depends on the paddle to me.
Let's close the poll out here if everybody's voted, and it was a complete this sentence poll. And 57% said 7.3 to 7.8. So you're right in the middle there. 14% said 7.3 or under, and 29% said 7.8 or over. So that's always interesting to see those kind of results. Ladies, thank you again for joining us today. And again, Gigi, happy anniversary, happy 25 years, and congratulations to both of you on your national championship. And I guess you'll be looking to defend again this November.
We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, thanks for having us, and happy anniversary, Gigi, to you and John.
What a pleasure. Thanks, Chris, for sharing my anniversary with you. Awesome.
Well, it was so kind of you to take time out on this special day to be with us all here. So thank you again for that. Oh, by the way, the dink video, Sarah, that you did is just fantastic, and we'll link to it in the show notes. Sarah has done a basic dink video, or I guess it talks mainly about consistency in the dink. It's 9 minutes long, but I swear it's like a 2-hour dink class compressed into 9 minutes, and it's really, really good. You'll find that video, a link to it in the show notes. It is must viewing, so definitely check that out. And Sarah, we would love to talk to you some more sometime, maybe in a future episode.
Yeah, I will be looking forward to that. In a couple weeks, we can make that happen.
Good deal. Ladies, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
And I'd like to thank you for joining us today as well, and a big thank you to everybody who's been sharing the link to the Pickleball Show via social media and just telling people in their local club about the show. We really, really do appreciate your support. Hey, have you gotten your copy of the top 10 tips from Pickleball's 3 greatest coaches? Coach Mo, Deb Harrison, Brame Carnot, all together in one quick study guide that will definitely take your game to the next level. It's totally free. You don't need a credit card. All you need is an email address. Just head over to freepbxclub.com. That's freepbxclub.com, and we'll send it right over to you. Head over to iTunes also if you get a chance. Hit that subscribe button. You'll never miss an episode. And if you feel it's appropriate, leave us a 5-star review. I'm Chris Allen. This is The Pickleball Show. And until next week, keep 'em low. The Pickleball Show is brought to you by PBX Club. PBX stands for Pickleball Excellence. Join today and get the latest pickleball tips and strategies, news and opinion. Save money on paddles and other equipment with coupon codes to online pickleball retailers. Get travel discounts to tournaments and a whole lot more. How much does it cost to become a PBX Club member? Well, it's free. Just go to freepbxclub.com. That's freepbxclub.com. There's even a link in the show notes for this episode. freepbxclub.com. PBX Pickleball Excellence. Join the club. It's free.